Well, I'm Preston Brooker. I'm councillor for Langley and Kidderminster, but this year, for it was 2020 to 2021, I'm Mayor of Slough. And basically, the Mayor of Slough is a civic role. Basically, what I do is I chair full council meetings and I do things like open fetes and attend dinners and basically do the civic functions. I found out about the Slough Hub because I went to a presentation for the Hamel support group to give them a certificate of thanks from the mayor for all the work they've done during the first lockdown, and it was mentioned there. And also my personal assistant, Teresa Carter, mentioned it as well. So I've heard of it and I've done a little bit of homework to find out what they actually do. In terms of what the Slough Hub can do for the community in Slough, is it can help people, because the problem is Slough is very dependent on the success of Heathrow, right? We've got an awful lot of people that work at Heathrow. Currently, Heathrow is running at about 15% capacity, which means there's basically, terminals 4 and terminal 5 are not open. We have quite a few people who are still on furlough. We have people who are being made redundant, and when the furlough scheme finishes, we may well have people being made redundant again. The unemployment rate in about the last year in Slough has quadrupled. We started out with a very low rate because we had so many people working at Heathrow. But now that Heathrow is in trouble, our unemployment rate is climbing. The way the Slough Hub can help is it can help people apply for jobs, right? One of the biggest problems when you're applying for the job is getting the CV done, getting the application and getting through the first hurdle. I know that from personal knowledge because I used to be a manager myself. Also, Slough Hub now kind of helps people who have been made redundant find jobs in new industries. So many people nowadays have been in an industry for 20 years, they get made redundant and they're lost because that's all they've ever done. So they're having to transition into new jobs. So Slough Hub is helping people kind of get some training such that they can go into new careers. Not everybody nowadays is going to have a job for life. Quite often you have got to change careers at some stage when you get made redundant or your job just disappears because the industry goes belly up. It is trying times for everybody because unemployment is going up, and one of the ways you get around it is by trying something new, going into avenues you haven't previously considered. Like with me, when I left university, couldn't get a job, so I went into the transport industry. I started at the bottom, I worked my way up, and there's nothing to stop people once they've been working for many years, say at Heathrow. If they get made redundant, they can do a total career change. They could move from working in an airport to working on the buses, or they could see if they could start up a small business. I've heard of people who got made redundant from Heathrow starting up window cleaning businesses, and you can actually make quite a bit of money from things like that. And it is a challenging time, but it was interesting. I saw the recent figures that we've had something like 2,000 business startups in Slough in the last year. And the thing is, a lot of people need help setting themselves up in business, particularly if they're small businesses, because not everybody knows the ins and outs of what they need to do to set up a small business. And the Slough the Slough Hub can help them with understanding what they need to do, set up a business, what they need to do to go into a new career.